Anthony Hartwig here with another YSN player profile, this time Boardman Volleyball edition. I'm joined by senior Maria Torres. Maria, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
And when you talk Boardman Volleyball, it's so many seniors on that team, 7 seniors. What's it like being part of such a big senior class?
I think it's a really nice opportunity to be able to have the chance to play together, especially with everything that's happening. And we've played together for so many years, and to be by their side still is just really nice, and to end it with them is also amazing.
What's it like to have that many leaders, especially at points in the season when things aren't going quite right and you need kind of energy and kind of leadership to get you out of tough situations?
Well, honestly, I think everybody does a really good job of not clashing. So there's not much drama, so everybody can pick somebody up when somebody's down, and there's not really that, I guess, bad energy.
I guess with 7 seniors, you guys have been playing for together for so long.
Yeah.
Chemistry isn't ever really an issue.
What was that?
Chemistry really isn't an issue when you guys have been playing together so long as seniors. You know, you guys know each other, you know what makes each other tick, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of fun.
Yes, so much fun. They're the best people, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
There are some young faces on the team in varsity stepping up. There's a couple of sophomores. What's it been like to kind of bring those guys into the fold and kind of mesh with the younger players?
They're amazing. They do so good. They do everything that's asked of them, and they perform so well. Even when we just throw them in, they'll do exactly what they need to, and they get the job done. And it's been a pleasure to be able to play with them, and I just wish them the best of luck next year. And I'll come back and watch them.
How much do you think you guys as seniors kind of know that you have the young people looking at you, and then next year when you leave, they're going to have you guys as an example because all 7 of you are going to be gone? Does that weight kind of fall on your shoulders?
Honestly, no, because all of them still have that leader quality in them, and it shines through. But for the most part, they're going to be fine because they're a really good group of girls also, and they have a lot of.
What about your leadership quality? How would you describe yourself as a leader?
I definitely say I'm a goofball. So if we're ever in a serious moment, people need to laugh, you can always count on me to make them laugh. But I can also be really serious when we need to. And I always like when somebody's getting down on themselves, I always go up to them and like make a joke or something just for them to get out of their head and just to laugh and shake it off.
One of the games that we broadcasted that I think you guys really needed to laugh was that Canfield game a while back where you guys were down 2-0 and you guys were going through it. I mean, Canfield was dominating the first 2 sets. You kind of felt like Spartans were in trouble, but all of a sudden that leadership quality of all 7 of you kind of shined through. Take us through that moment and what it was like to see that game turn around so quick and then use that momentum to win in 5 sets against a really good Canfield team.
Well, it was definitely a roller coaster, but we came in and we knew it was going to be a tough game. Obviously, we weren't expecting to be down 2-0, but I think it was a good wake-up call because we kind of needed that extra push because we know we can do it, but I think sometimes we hold back. And I think it was a good experience for us to actually finish. So.
And now you got Canfield again tomorrow.
Yes.
I mean, you guys are mentally ready for that game? Do you think because you got to feel like in that camp, they feel like they had that set and they let it go. So I'm sure you guys have to come into Canfield tomorrow absolutely ready for their best effort.
Oh, yes, we're so ready. We're not taking anybody for granted. We know they're going to give us a really hard fight, and it should be a really good game. So we're excited. We're really excited.
And I know that Coach Birch will have you guys ready. Talk about what it's like being under her, getting coached by her. I think she's one of the best volleyball coaches in the area.
Oh, my gosh.
So what's it like to give us some insight into Coach Birch, maybe past the sidelines, maybe what's she like in practice, and what are some of the things that you can tell us about her outside of just what we see on the sidelines?
She's so funny. She's probably one of the most caring people that I know. Same with Mrs. Krebs also. They're just, honestly, all of our coaching staff, they're basically like our moms. They care about you so much, and Mrs. Birch, she has always been there for me. So it was really nice. Like when I got hurt last year and I couldn't play, she still had me a part of everything and wanted me to come to everything. And she holds a special place in my heart. That's for sure.
And you talk about the injuries you've had to go through. You've had to deal with quite a bit of adversity throughout your high school career.
Yes.
What has that done for you mentally and trying to fight through all that? Now, coming out, you look pretty 100% healthy your senior season. What's it been like going through all that and then coming out on the right side of it?
Honestly, during it, you always just wonder, like, why me? Why does this happen to me? But I think it was a really good life experience, I guess, because it made me grow more as a person and learn to appreciate what I have and what I need to work for. And it just made me love, I guess, life even more because I was stuck in an air mattress for like a month. And so all I could do as soon as I could get up, I just wanted to play. I just wanted to play. And they were like, Maria, you can't, you have to wait. And obviously I couldn't rush anything, but it was a really good experience. Obviously not on the injury aspect, but I got to see the games from a whole different perspective, basketball and volleyball. And I just think it was a really good growing experience. So.
And now that you took that time, you come into this season, you're healthy. How
Yes.
excited were you to kind of get back on the court knowing that you were at 100% and you could kind of finally get back to what your potential was?
I was so excited because I knew that I was feeling more than 100%. So I was hoping that I was going to come out and be better than I was. And so people would, kind of take it as you can do what you want to do as long as you work for it. So.
I know athletes, they're always looking for things to motivate them. I'm sure maybe outside of your program, there were some people that might have said, hey, Maria Torres is coming back from 2 ACL injuries, probably not going to be what she was. I mean,
Yes.
I'm sure you hear it. Does that drive you to be better than what maybe people thought you would be before the injuries?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I want them to know that I'm back and that I'm better than what I was before. And I don't want anybody to think that just because I got knocked down that I didn't get back up.
Well, everyone that's played you guys knows full well. So this summer, so much uncertainty. We didn't even know if there'd be a volleyball season. Boardman with 7 seniors. What was it like trying to keep everyone together, try to show leadership through the uncertainty of summer and just trying to keep the team mentally focused and positive?
Well, we tried to do everything that we could to follow all the guidelines. So wear our masks whenever we weren't playing, doing everything that we had to do. And I think we also tried to limit contact to people. So like a lot of people would talk to people from other schools, but we kind of tried to limit that because of everything that was going on. We knew that it was a risk for our season. And I think we all did it for each other because, we really wanted to play. And so we tried to do everything that we could.
Energy is so important in volleyball, but now you can't get in those little huddles after every point. What kind of creative ways do you guys have as a program to kind of build momentum without breaking the 6-foot barrier that we have to keep with social distancing?
Honestly, with our team, we're all so bonded that we can just look at somebody and they'll know, and we'll just laugh and we'll cheer. So it's a good chemistry thing to have, and it's a great group of people.
And I've talked to Katie Stamp already, and she just brought up your relationship and how close you two are. What a 1-2 punch on the volleyball court. As soon as you rotate out of the front row, guess what? You got Katie Stamp in there. What's that relationship between you guys like, and what's it like being that 1-2 punch for Boardman?
It's honestly the best. We've done it since we were 10 years old. We've played together for I don't know how long, and I'll always have a special place for Katie, and it's going to crush me that we won't be able to be together next year, but I've been so honored to be able to play next to an athlete like her, and so we can push each other to be the best that we can be and also have fun while we're doing it. So if one of us mess up, like we can say something and know it's not hit at them or to, you know what I mean? It's
Now,
just,
what kind of things make you proud to be a Boardman Spartan and to wear those colors and to say that you represent that school?
the atmosphere for sure. Always the people. They're always so kind and accepting, and I think it's a really nice thing. Like, obviously, back to when I got injured, everybody reached out to me. Everybody, and it meant so much to me. And honestly, it was a big part of what kept me going and that told me that I can do this. So that's what, yeah.
I like that you brought up atmosphere. How tough has it been playing without that atmosphere, with all these volleyball games? Not as many people as you would be used to. Crowds aren't giving you energy. What's that kind of been like?
Honestly, we kind of create our own energy, I guess, on the court just to make up for it. But we always try to see if we have extra tickets to get in some students if we can. So mainly we just try to create the energy ourselves and to push through, because it's really hard not having people cheering us on, but it's also kind of helps us because it keeps us focused, I guess, ish.
What are some future goals that you have for yourself after you graduate high school?
Well, I'm hoping to play a sport in college, but I'm not sure if it will be basketball or volleyball. But I'm leaning more towards volleyball, and I want to go into physical therapy because I've had so much experience with it. So it kind of just became a passion, I guess. Yeah, that's
Do
about
you
it.
have an idea of do you want to travel far away from home to go to college, or do you want to kind of stick close?
I kind of want to stay close. The college that I was looking at is under an hour. So.
And when I like that you brought up you're a multi-sport athlete, and quite frankly, you're college caliber in both.
Thank you.
What's it like transitioning from one season to another and just kind of keeping that focus and transitioning from volleyball to basketball?
Honestly, I've done it my whole life. I've had to go from AAU tournaments to JO volleyball tournaments. It's never really been a struggle to flip the switch from volleyball to basketball, because it's kind of just, I mean, obviously it's not the same concepts, but like it's never really been hard at all. It's not really a hard transition.
And I know people from the outside probably look at volleyball, basketball, and say they're completely opposites. They're different.
Yeah.
But what kind of things do you take from volleyball that you kind of can make yourself as a better basketball player, and vice versa?
From volleyball to basketball is probably kind of like the mental aspect, I guess, more, since volleyball is less contact and it's more myself. I take the mental aspect into basketball. For basketball to volleyball, it's more of like the speed and agility, and that stuff really helps. Jumping with volleyball also helps with basketball to rebound and everything.
You've talked before, your team is so close-knit. What's the favorite team bonding experience you've had with your volleyball team?
Oh, honestly, if it was me, I'd say every day. It's always a party with them. But honestly, I think we had a lot of fun doing the escape room. We just did an escape room and we all escaped. So that was actually really fun. But yeah, every day with them is just the
Well,
best.
now I have to put you on the spot, because that escape room,
Oh
who
gosh.
was the best person on the team that you kind of was best at that? Like, hey, we got to go to this person because they're really good at these escape room type things.
Okay, honestly, the one that we went to, we did for basketball, so we had prior knowledge. But that's besides the point. We we kind of couldn't really remember. So realistically, we still escaped, but we probably wouldn't have if we didn't have the background.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of an advantage, just a little bit. Before we let you go, with all these player profiles, we like to give the player the chance to kind of thank their support system, whoever has supported them throughout the years, and the people that have kind of been there for them throughout their career. So with that, the time is yours to thank whoever you want to thank for supporting you.
Oh, there's so many people I could thank, but honestly, the most important would probably be my family. They were behind me with everything. When I fall, they pick me back up. especially throughout my injuries. My mom, probably my rock, for sure. Team, they were all there for me. They brought me everything they could. So thank you guys. The coaches, thank you for always believing in me. Basketball and volleyball, you're so important to me, and I just always hope you know that. So thank you for everything that you do. And I love you all. Thank you. And thank you for having me tonight.
All right. I like it. I've never been included before.
I got you.
Got you. So now that before we let you go, I said that before, but
Now you're good.
quarantine kept us all in the house for a couple months back in the day.
Yes.
What was your favorite in the house quarantine activity to kind of keep yourself busy?
Oh, probably trying to bake with my brother. He always thinks he's really good at it. Like, he's standing over there right now going like this, and he's really not that good. I'm not gonna lie, I've like burned water, but I didn't even know you could do that. So honestly, probably trying to cook, I guess, because now I'm gonna have to find a husband that really knows how to cook.
So did you like learn how to cook anything? Are you good at cooking anything now?
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm like a chef now.
You're like a sous chef?
Yes.
Yes. So when basketball comes along and they need a team dinner, they're going to go to you.
Oh, yeah, cereal for sure. I got them all the way.
Oh, Maria. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck in the rest of the volleyball season. We're going to get a hold of you during basketball season for another one of these.
Sounds good. Thank you.